Hi, it's Mike Wolpert from Social Jumpstart. I'm at the Facebook and Instagram event for Women in Business with Congresswoman Jackie Speier. Good morning.
Good morning, Mike.
Jackie, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about what does it take today for women, especially in these times, to really succeed in business?
It takes obviously all the essential elements of a good plan. It needs capital, and oftentimes banks have been reluctant to lend money to women, even though they're great risks for the most part. But it also is about developing a network, and how Facebook here is trying to kick off National Women's History Month by showing women how they can boost their businesses by using Facebook.
Great. And in addition to that level of awareness, tell me a little bit about, you talked in your presentation about the time for it to be okay to have a good old girls club.
That's right, because the boys have had good old boys clubs for a long time, and for whatever reasons, we haven't created the good old girls club. And Facebook is one of many platforms that can help us to do that. And it really is who you know. We instinctively know that, but we think, oh, it's going to be all about experience. Well, it is about experience, but it's also about putting the right contacts together to get to where you want to go.
Right. And in business, from the marketing side, so much has been very standard kind of advertising, but now we much more appreciate, especially on social media, the stories. And women are better at many things, but the one thing women are much better at is telling the stories from the heart. So with that kind of level of confidence, is that what it takes? Because you also spoke a little bit in your presentation about men show up and apply for a job if they have half the skills, and women show up and apply for a job only when they have all of it.
That's right. HP actually did a study, and they posted some jobs and the qualifications necessary. Men applied for the job, they had 60% of the qualifications. Women didn't apply until they had 100% of the qualifications. We have lots of people who think, I'm great, and say I'm great. Women see that as being boastful and are less likely to do that. So you need persons around you to help say you're great. Facebook is certainly one of those platforms that can help say
like. Perfect. Well, I appreciate that. Is there, in the world of women in business, is there one kind of thing that you'd like to leave our viewers with?
Well, there's a couple things I would like to say. One is we in government have to create more opportunities for women in business. One of the amendments I got passed last year was creating opportunities in procurement in the federal government for women as a sole source, because they represent a group that does not have the same access as men, for instance, generally.
Sure.
And it's this big money. That's like $9 billion that the federal government spends in procurement that is set aside for small businesses. So now that women can be sole source purveyors, great opportunity there. The other thing is use the network. Use the network and go for it. I think we are hesitant to try for fear of failing. And I'm a big believer that you have to fail. I'm a 3-time loser. I lost for student body president in high school.
Oh, no.
I lost for Congress the first time I ran, and I lost for lieutenant governor when I ran. So, you learn a lot from losing. I always say it's the first step to success. To fail.
Right. So in a nutshell, you can do it.
You can do it.
That confidence, that level of I can, means you will. Because we have props, I'm Mike Wolpert with Congressman Jackie Speier, because she means business.
I do.